What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of I hope your week was well. I just got back from Florida with my friends Tyler, Gabe, and Caitlin, who you all met in one of my past episodes. And I wanted to say a quick thank you because if it wasn't for y'all watching my podcast and After Dark videos, I wouldn't have gotten to do that. It was probably one of the best weeks of my life. I had a great freaking time. I got to meet my internet friends, which is always a little nerve-wracking, but it was really fucking fun. We had the best time ever. And then at the end of the trip, my flight home got canceled, so me and my girlfriend were like, let's just go to Disney. So we went to fucking Disney World. That was super fucking fun. So again, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments how your week was. Let's get to know each other a little bit. I feel like I'm always talking about transphobic people or trans-related stuff and you know nothing about me. So like for real, like tell me how your week was. I want to know. Anywho, this week we are going to be talking about the singer or frontman of the band Falling in Reverse. I've been wanting to talk about Ronnie Radke for a long time now, but I kind of felt like it was almost too niche to talk about, that nobody would know who he was. I think a lot of trans people listen to that kind of music. I've been listening to, you know, the alternative emo kid music for a long time, and I think a lot of other trans people do. So I wanted to talk about him today because he is very transphobic, and I didn't know that for a long time. I have spent a fair amount of money in the past on Falling in Reverse, and it pains me to say. I had an ex-girlfriend, her favorite band was Falling in Reverse, and I was brainwashed into thinking that Falling in Reverse or Ronnie Radke wasn't transphobic. Ronnie Radke gives very much like,
I'm an asshole and I don't care what people think
kind of vibe, and I think somebody who is uneducated on transness in general, like how I was, I didn't really dive deep into the trans community when I was listening to Falling in Reverse. And so I kind of even wrote it off as like, oh yeah, like he's just really opinionated, but it doesn't mean he's transphobic. But now that I've really understood more of the language and like how deep this stuff goes sometimes, he's clearly transphobic. And I'm choosing now to talk about him because he just dropped a new music video with Blaire White, which we're gonna get to. But first, if you don't know who Ronnie Radke is, he's that one alternative artist who threw a mic stand into a crowd. He hurt somebody, a 16-year-old girl. He talks about it all the fucking time. He gets mad when people bring it up or say he's a bad person for it. He's like, why are you so mad? You weren't even there. You weren't even born yet. Why do you even fucking care? The girl that I hit doesn't even fucking care.
You want all your lead singers to be normal people like you, so you can spend all your money to go see someone that looks just like you and acts just like you. You weren't even born, bro. You weren't even born, or if you were 3 years old, and then the person that I hit with a mic stand is not even mad. So why are you mad? Are you kidding? Think of how stupid you, like, what? You're mad, but the person that I hit with a mic stand is not mad. Think about that. It tested my character and my mental strength because not only was I in prison, that was on the outside.
So, you could see the type of person that he is. I also found out that the girl he hit with a mic stand, I think he hit her in the head and he cut her head open. She had to get like stitches and shit. He, or Falling in Reverse or whatever, gave this girl $800,000. I wouldn't be so fucking mad either. I feel like that argument is a little invalid, but that's not what we're here for. I just think that's a little funny. He also went to prison. A lot of people think he went to prison for murdering somebody. I know that he didn't murder anybody, but a lot of people know him from that. He was sent to prison for brass knuckles, I think. This is not what we're here for, but I'm explaining who he is. And since then, you can see him all over Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and TikTok, just coming at anybody who doesn't like him. I think he's very childish, and he has a good amount of fame now. He stitches every single hate comment he gets. He replies to every hate tweet that he gets. Like, the man doesn't care. I can't say too much about that because I respond to a lot of hate comments as well. But the thing about Ronnie is that he comes for people's looks a lot of time, where people come at him for being transphobic, homophobic, racist, and just being an awful person, when the only thing he has to say back is just coming for people's looks. He uses autism as a weapon. He doesn't like what people say about him. He just calls them autistic. Like, he's not funny, but he thinks he's fucking hilarious. Before we dive into the whole music video with Blaire White deal, we can look at some proof that he's fucking transphobic.
Ronnie Radke, falling in reverse, has not been shy about sharing his opinions in general. Recently, he wrote on X about pronouns and rights. He wrote the following: "So tired of people complaining about their gender, capitalism, being offended by trigger words, not being able to tell second graders they're non-binary, calling everyone bigots and transphobic. This is America. You should be grateful that you're even allowed to talk like this without losing your fucking head. Complaining about how bad you have it in America is insane when anywhere else you go in the world, they'd either laugh at you or kill you. I'm proud to be an American, as I tour the country and realize that I ain't getting bombs dropped on me. Let's be honest. Go to any other country in the world and try to tell someone your pronouns. Mexico, for example. They'd look at you like a fucking idiot. I promise you, like these people trying to survive, and you over here trying to force people to address your correct pronouns. Fucking embarrassing. Take your pronouns out of your bio. I promise you, it's not what you think it looks like. Or matter of fact, keep pronouns in your bio, so I know who to stay away from." Most fans supported him.
So that alone is kind of ridiculous. Yes, is America one of the better places to be right now? 100%. I agree with that. But that doesn't mean that there's not trans people all over the world. I know there's many of you who are not from America. Why does that mean we can't respect people's pronouns? I thought, isn't that like the better thing to do, to, you know, include everybody? So if it's so great and whatever, why is bringing pronouns and trans people into it so fucking bad? The free country. We're allowed to be whoever we fucking want to be. Why are you so fucking mad when people are trying to fucking do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. And his fucking quick, sly remark of teaching second graders to be non-binary. Who's doing that? Show me. Show me right now who the fuck is doing that. That's, again, trying to make the trans community look like we are harming children. And again, we are not. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this every fucking week.
Fuck Ronnie Radke. Well. Calm down, Pizza the Hut. Oh, what do you know? All the flags in his bio. Yeah, yeah. Look at him. You're a flaggot, bro. A flaggot. F-L-A-G-G-O-T. I'm gonna start calling all you pronoun people flaggots. Because all you do is put flags in your bio and you do nothing else except sit around and complain on the internet. You fucking flaggot.
Haha, that's so fucking funny. Why do you care? Why do you care if somebody has flags in their fucking bio? God forbid we want other trans people to know we're trans. Why are you so offended by that, dude? And to make a joke about the F slur, like you're just coming off as homophobic as shit and uneducated. And then he goes on in his fucking interviews and his songs and being like, I know I've made mistakes. I know I can be a bad person, but I'm just human. I make mistakes, you know. Fine, make 1 or 2 mistakes, say sorry about it, and then make a song about it. But like, holy shit, you can't just keep being an awful fucking person and then be like, why does everybody call me transphobic? Why does everybody call me homophobic? That's why. That would be why. Notice how people, like, don't call Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Harry Styles, Post Malone. Nobody calls any of these people transphobic. Because people don't call you transphobic unless you're fucking being transphobic. Millions of people call this man transphobic. And
you're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
Are you kidding me? Like, there's a clear reason why they are calling you transphobic. And his whole, like, act of, oh, I could say whatever I want, I don't fucking care, I'm not a monkey, or I'm not a person on strings, you can't tell me what to do. Nobody's telling you what to do, be your fucking self, but there's a fine line between being yourself and then just being a complete fucking asshole. It's not cute, nobody fucking likes it, and the people who find you funny just love the drama.
I'm not transphobic. I fuck with everybody, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
You guys just need, they just need some type of, like, thing to grasp onto.
When they use these words like transphobic for you or for me or for anyone else, they see you, whether they want to admit it or not, whether they're a fan or a hater, as someone with a lot of power, way more power than them. You know, you're a famous, successful, talented person. And so that's what they do to try to claw you down and say, this person can't be above me because they're this.
If you're a fan out there and you're gay, trans, and you're seeing this, like, know that everyone's welcome at my shows. And it's always been that way, even back into 2006 or 5 or wherever it was. Yes, I'm old.
So what Blaire White says in that video is that people only call him transphobic and a horrible person because he's successful and talented and they want to claw him down. What? He calls people faggots. And he tells trans women that they can't use their preferred bathrooms. And he's transphobic because he gets mad when people use pronouns in their bios. And he's a transphobic because he hates non-binary people. Like, it has nothing to do with his fame or how successful he is or how talented he is. Like, and I'll give it to him, the man is talented. But talented people can be awful people. And yeah, he's also fucking successful as well, and I hate that. I hate that because a lot of fucking people don't realize that he's a piece of fucking garbage because he... And then I found some transphobic comments of his. One is, if you're a trans woman, I'll call you a woman. I ain't gonna walk around calling people they, them. Sorry. If you look female, I'll call you one. Sue me. Now, like, I love how he's like, if you're a trans woman, you're a woman. But anything less than that or anything more than that, you lost me. Can't do it. I'm too fucking dumb. I hate when people are like, I'm not calling you a they, them. Like their name is they, them. And that it's so hard to switch she, her to they, them when talking about them. It's not that fucking hard. It's not that hard. Another one. Somebody commented on his video saying, someone going by they, them literally does not affect you in the slightest. Why is it so hard for you to respect people's pronouns? LMAO. And he replied and said, show me one person over the age of 19 that calls themselves they, them. The person replied and was like, me? The fuck? And billions of other people? That's how you know he is just severely uneducated. Like, severely uneducated. To think that only people under the age of 19 are going by they, them pronouns. I don't know where we got this fucking narrative that only children have they, them pronouns or are non-binary. What? You can literally see, if you're scrolling on his TikTok page, you can see how many times he replies to people because he just has the time, I guess. I hope if I ever get to his like level of fame, I'm not still replying to hate comments that much. Like, here and there is funny, bro, but like, you look childish, especially when you're only coming for people's looks and you have no actual raw, cold hard facts. Like, you just look stupid. Anywho, I digress. Let's talk about what we're really here for. He just dropped what the fuck is the song called? I already forget. All My Life, featuring Jelly Roll. It's kind of like a country song, but like also metal song at the same time. One of the leads in the music video is the one and only Blaire White. And there's nothing special about the song. It's him saying that he's an asshole and he's made mistakes, but he's human. But then he comes out with these fucking songs all the time that give the exact same fucking story, yet he doesn't change. He knows he's an asshole, he knows he's fucked up, but he's just human. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, then like, stop. The main thing that bothers me about Blaire White being in his music video is now every time somebody calls him transphobic, he can be like, well, how am I transphobic? I had a trans woman in my music video. That's so frustrating. That's so fucking frustrating. Because Blaire fucking White does not count. She does not count. And if you did any research, if you did any fucking research on the trans community, more than half of the community would tell you that she does not fucking count. Yeah, okay, take a trans woman who beats down her entire community and says awful, awful shit. Yeah, take her to do your music video. Like, no wonder she's the only trans woman that would do a fucking music video with you. And not to mention, the only other music video Blaire White has done was fucking Tom McDonald, who's another fucking transphobe. No wonder why Blaire White did this fucking video, because you are transphobic and she loves transphobia. You like her views and she's the only trans person. She's the only trans person that you respect because of her views. It has nothing to do with her being trans. You wanted her in a music video so people could stop calling you transphobic. And then he made a fucking video just to prove to you just how fucking uneducated and stupid he fucking is when it comes to trans people.
Blaire White doesn't effing count. Wow. You know what's so crazy? You just don't look very bright, girl. This is her account. She has she, her pronouns or whatever. She's Canadian, of course. But it's just so funny. It just shows these people's IQ level. Blaire White doesn't effing count. That's transphobic, dear. What? Do you understand? That's transphobic. You're saying that a trans woman doesn't count. That's transphobic.
No, fucking Ronnie Radke, it's not transphobic. If you did any fucking research on how Blaire White actually treats the trans community, you would understand that that person's not saying that she doesn't count as a trans woman, but she's not saying that she doesn't count as a trans woman, but she doesn't count as somebody you like doing business with and you advocating for the trans community. Do a fucking music video or partner with a trans person who actually gives a shit about trans people and actually uses their voice to help them. All Blaire White has done is harmed the trans community. And I love how you're trying to make us feel stupid for saying that it doesn't count because it's Blaire White. That's not transphobic when she has literally done so much harm to our community. It's frustrating because now Blaire White can also sit there and advocate for Falling in Reverse or Ronnie Radke and be like, well, he's not transphobic, like he had me on his music video, therefore he's not. And then like vice versa, Ronnie Radke can be like, oh yeah, Blaire White, she's not transphobic, she was in my music video, I support trans people. Like, no you fucking don't. I absolutely fucking hate that I have spent money on this man. I hate that I ever liked his music. I hate that I was brainwashed into thinking he wasn't a horrible fucking human being. At first glance, this guy looks like he supports trans people, and then you just look a little bit farther, and it's like, oh, he actually hates us. He just chooses the trans people who think exactly like him and who make themselves smaller to make cis people more comfortable. That's why you like Blaire White, because she makes herself fucking smaller for you. And Blaire, the only reason you like Ronnie Radke is because he's a cis person who shares the same shitty fucking opinions that you do and makes you look more fucking validated. I hate the both of you. I have to go. This was a really frustrating episode to make, I think, because it hits a little close to home because I was a fan of his for a while, and I'm glad that I'm not now. Look, do I think he's the most transphobic person in the world? No, I do not. But I think he's fucking childish. I think he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And he worked with Blaire White, therefore transphobic. Okay? Okay. I love you all so much. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Let me know who else you want me to react to, what other kind of content you want to see. Make sure you turn on my post notifications because I post every Tuesdays and Fridays. If you haven't checked out the podcast, please go do so. I would appreciate it. Join my Discord. That would be cool. I would appreciate it. And I stream on Twitch every Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out with me. That would be fun. And please subscribe to my Patreon. I really, really, really enjoy making this content for you guys, and I want to keep doing it. So if you want to support me and the podcast and After Dark, subscribe to my Patreon. I will really appreciate it. Okay, I love you all so much. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.